Good day, everyone, and welcome to Adventures with Parker. Today is day 13 of our California trip. We are here at Disney's California Adventure, the second gate here at the Disneyland Resort. Of course, I was at Disneyland Park yesterday, but I had to come and explore the other side. And this park is kind of interesting. It was originally based on the different regions and stories of California. Now it's kind of taken on a bit of a different identity, but there's Marble Land, Pixar Pier, Grizzly Peak. There's a bunch of cool little areas around the park, and it has a very similar vibe to Hollywood Studios over in Orlando. So I'm really excited to check it out, see how it compares, see what's unique about this park. So without any further ado, let the California adventures begin. Welcome to Radiator Springs.
Welcome to car sign.
First ride of the day here at Disney's California Adventure is Radiator Springs Racers. Okay, Radiator Springs Racers was so good. It was so much fun. The ride is gorgeous. Those car animatronics, that blows me away. I still don't understand how they get their mouths to move like that. Just like in the movies, it's cool. And I mean, the racing section is absolutely beautiful. That rock work is really well done, super immersive. I'm blown away by this one. And I mean, I've always been a fan of, maybe not the current version of Test Track, but Test Track 1.0 from Epcot, and this is even better than that. It really takes this ride system and makes it what it should be, you know? Like, this is a story-driven ride, there's some beautiful scenes, but then there's also a thrill element, so this one really has it all. The entirety of Radiator Springs is really well done. I just love the old Route 66 aesthetic, and you know, they did a really good job at bringing the Cars universe to life while also referencing some real life old Route 66 Americana locations. So yeah, it's a really neat land, and I just love the vibe of the place. It's so cool. That's the only way I can describe it. It's just cool. How are you liking the Zephyr? Cody, you look so unimpressed. just did Incredicoaster, and it was alright. It's not the most thrilling coaster out there, and the launch isn't super intense, but it gives a decent ride. It's super long, it has some fun little scenes and vignettes in those tunnels with the Incredibles characters. The whole story is that Jack is going through all his, crazy powers, and the Incredibles family is trying to catch up to him while riding this coaster. You see little scenes of Edna mode at the beginning and the end. So it's really cute and really fun, and I also really love the aesthetic of it with the, complicated support systems to look like an old boardwalk wooden coaster. I liked it. Like, it's obviously not going to be a top tier roller coaster as far as intensity goes, but it's just fun, and that's what the Disney coasters are all about. Alrighty, what are our thoughts on Incredicoaster?
For a Disney coaster, I gotta say it's the best Disney coaster I've done. It's definitely not top 50 worthy, but for the theme and for what I'm used to for Disney coasters, it's definitely the best one I've done. It's a good coaster for someone that wants to get into coasters, wants to get into launch coasters or coasters in general. For a first coaster, it's really good, and it's good to get you into frills.
It's a fun ride.
Fun, but being better.
It was a good ride, but this will trigger Burke, but Beast is better than this.
The Beast is better than this. Beast is better than this.
Oh my gosh, you can't compare everything to the Beast! Alrighty, we are now going to take a break for lunch here in San Fransokyo Square, which is kind of the newest land here in California Adventure. So this part of the park used to be the San Francisco area, but now it's kind of been redone to emulate the vibe of San Fransokyo from Big Hero 6. So it's a blend of San Francisco and Tokyo vibes. There's lots of cool restaurants here, and it's got a really neat atmosphere. I kind of like it. Alright, so there's a few restaurants around here in San Fransokyo, and I decided to go to Cocina, Cucamonga. And the reason why I had to go here is because Mike and I have a few Disney cookbooks at home, and a couple weeks ago he tried making a dish called the tacos QuesaBirria. I am totally butchering that name, but they were really good when he made them, and he's like, when you go to Disneyland, you gotta try the real ones from the park. And here we are. It looks so good. So it's basically braised beef, some veggies, and then the thing that really makes it stand out is this consomme that you dip the tacos in. So you take your taco, dip it in, and you take a bite. So Mike, I'm doing this for you. I will let you know how they are. Those are really good. They were really good when we made them at home, but they do hit different when you're having them in the park.
Oh yeah, it's really
and
good.
Like Mike said, you really haven't had tacos until you've had them like this.
Under the sea, we got the spirit, you got to hear it under the sea. They can walk into my house, they don't touch pennies and I help them. Yes, I do. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, in that side, they need to shake to buy. Gonna miss me, girl.
We just did Goofy's Sky School, which is, it's a basic wild mouse. Yeah, there's not much to it. Honestly, I didn't have to do it if I was on my own. I probably wouldn't prioritize it until later in the day when I made sure I did everything else. But we were able to use our lightning lanes, so we might as well. And I will say, it was kind of cute how they had a few billboards around, like, you had lesson 1, taking off when you're going up the lift hill. Lesson 2, learning to fly when you got to the top. Lesson 3 was turning when you did your switchbacks. Lesson 4 was your, I believe it was the nosedive. So they had stuff like that to add to the story, and they made it fun. But having done another off-the-shelf Wild Mouse in Primeval World at Animal Kingdom, where they had all of these cartoon things and moving parts and a lot of kinetic energy, this is a bit of a downgrade from something like that. So I don't mind when Disney does off-the-shelf attractions now and then, but they have to go all out and really add that extra Disney flair when they do. And they didn't quite hit the mark on this one. A regional park could have pulled this off. I do love Goofy, and I'm glad I got the credit, but this is definitely a one and done for me. Well, this is interesting. The sign says Pandora, but I don't see any Na'vi here. I don't see Flight of Passage. What's going on? Soarin is always such a cute ride, and I kind of find it funny how when I was last in Epcot in February, I got the Soarin over California version, and now that I'm actually in California, I'm getting the around the world versions. Yeah, it's kind of funny how that was switched for me, but still, whatever version you get, I think it's a great ride. I do prefer the over California version, but the around the world version is really good too. I know not everyone agrees with that, but I think it's fun seeing all the different landmarks and the smells that you get, like the grass, the smells over Fiji. I think it's just really well executed. So yeah, glad that I got to do it here. It's always a classic favorite.
Hi.
Hi, what'd you think of Soarin'?
It was really good. I love how they travel to different parts of the world, and like I'm kind of disappointed though that when I went to Australia, I forgot to ride DC Rivals. But other than that, it was awesome.
What'd you guys think of your first flying theater experience?
It was good.
I mean, I did the one back at Disney World back in 2009. So it's kind of cool to experience something like this again. Although I will admit, it was kind of cool to see Kings Island in that movie.
Oh yes, Kings Island, of course.
Most importantly, we're inside, we're air conditioned, not in the sun. Turtle pile!
Turtle pile!
Sweet buffet. Thanks a lot, Crush.
Thanks for what, Jelly Man?
The turtle pile?
Shout it again, dudes!
Turtle pile!
It's like first row, fourth noggin. Do that with a sleeveless kind of chef.
Yeah, totally.
Hey there, what's your name?
Amanda,
What would you like to know? Aloha, Amanda.
what's your favorite roller coaster?
Oh, wait, what is a roller coaster?
It's a ride. You get to get airtime and speed.
Dude, my favorite ride's right back there, the EAC, Eastern Anaheim Current. There is no tastier ride than the EAC. I can get up to speeds of 35 miles an hour. It's totally awesome. What's your favorite roller coaster?
Mine is Phoenix.
Ooh, what happens on that?
Severe airtime.
That sounds intense, man. That's cool. Squirt was also wondering. Dude, that's my buddy Bailey. Humans just call him over. Everyone make the echolocation sound. Go. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Crush! Hey!
Dude, scope it out. Totally been hanging with the humans.
Oh my goodness, funny looking humans, huh?
Bailey, the hydrophone's on, man. They can totally hear you.
No, they can't. Watch this.
Okay.
Hi, humans.
Hi, Billy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why didn't you tell me?
Dude, I tried, man. You were totally...
Wait. Ooh, I'm getting something.
Ooh, is it the Phoenix?
Wow. Some of you have
fish hooks in your ears. Ow, they are really pretty though.
Couldn't resist the bait, man.
Later, Crush.
Oh, bye, Bailey. Bailey uses echolocation to find things.
EAC!
Oh, word. You know the Jelly Man kid?
Dad, come on! Time to ride the EAC, dude!
Let's go, but I've been learning about the humans and their world. They answered some of your questions. And bro, we gotta head to like Laguna Beach, because me and Anna Marie are gonna race, dude. Totally.
You so totally rock!
Dude!
Turtle Talk with Crush.
All right, I just did Turtle Talk with Crush for the very first time. Even though they have a version in Epcot, I never did that one. So it was really cute.
Isn't that awesome?
It's hilarious. I love it. They interact with the kiddos, they interact with the adults, throwing a few adult jokes as well. Amanda, you got your question answered. How was that?
Good.
Did you?
What's up, dudes?
Yeah, we got to ride the EAC together apparently.
Yeah, wherever we can get that.
Australia.
Well, I think there'll be a long swim.
Future coaster trip.
If there's a credit, there's a credit.
There's lots of credits.
Hearing your incessant blathering on a constant loop was big motivation for me to escape. I go, ouch! Ouch! That was not part of the plan. Why? Of course I escaped. For those of you who have not been paying attention, the name's Rocket, one of the Guardians of the Galaxy. The smart one.
All right, Mission Breakout was so good. I mean, it was just so fun. And I love how this version kind of added a bit of a rocking dynamic to it that you don't get at the one in Florida. I do have to say, I still prefer Tower of Terror in Hollywood Studios. I think that's still my favorite version of the ride. But, I mean, the Guardian stuff is so fun, and there's a parade going on. So, yeah.
It made me dance like a chicken. My thoughts were not my own. Then it ripped with the joke.
Oh, boo, we gotta get you home.
There's a kid here! A human kid!
Michael Wazowski! And on my birthday, I thought you cared about me!
Celia, try to understand.
Come on, this way. Oh, there's your door.
We're almost there, kiddo.
Not so fast, Sullivan. They'll never get her home now.
Snow zone? Oh, no. It's Lemon.
All right, just did Mike and Sully to the rescue, and it was all right. It wasn't my favorite ride ever. I mean, Monsters, Inc. is a great movie, and it works, I guess. I don't know. It's just not my favorite Disney dark ride out there, and the animatronics, not overly impressive. Like, even with some of the scenes with Sully, you could see, like, his mouth wouldn't move. It's whatever. It's here. I think the kids will find it cute. And, I mean, if you know the history of this ride, this used to be Superstar Limo, which was considered by many to be a very not great attraction. So, yeah, it is what it is.
We'll meet up with it.
Oh, yeah. Step right up, folks. I tell ya, everybody can.
Now I'm saying, big boy, yes I am.
Listen, pal, I'm saying, you'll be playing. Oh, what a treat. So sweet.
Complete with Jesse.
Army men and Stinky Pete. Me, you.
Okay, so next up we are going to do the Pixar Pal-A-Round, which will be my very first time doing a coaster wheel. There aren't a whole lot of these out there. There's Dino's Wonder Wheel in Coney Island, there's one at a Hello Kitty theme park in Japan, and that's all that I'm aware of. So this is kind of a something you got to do here.
Oh yeah, it's really fun. Like I did this 2 years ago, and then with swinging, like it's so unique for a Ferris wheel. You really got to do it. It's so cool, and hopefully we can make the swing even more, make it more fun.
Okay, looks like we're at the top of the wheel now, which means we're going. This is fun! Not gonna lie, that was extremely disappointing. We didn't get too many swings on it, and we didn't even get a full circle all the way around. You know, most Ferris wheels, they'll load up and then they'll like go around a couple times. This was loading the whole way, so even when we did get the swings, it didn't last very long and it wasn't super intense. I mean, it was cool. It is something I've always wanted to try, but I was at least hoping we'd get a couple circles. We only went around twice, and like I said, it was loading and unloading the whole way, so we never really got going. So I guess that's something off the bucket list, but not something I'd really do again. All right, so we already did Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, but this is our first real foray into Avengers Campus, and we are heading to Spider-Man Web Slingers, one of their newest rides here, which is an interactive dark ride where you get to shoot webs and help save the world along with Spider-Man.
The brilliant... Oh! Peter Parker!
Hey, what's up? I'm Peter Parker, and here at Web we get access to some pretty awesome tech, like Vibranium from Wakanda, or this crazy alien juice stuff. We have Kim Particles and Stark Tech. It all helps us develop really cool stuff, like these spider bots, for example. Check it out. They have this really cool self-replicating feature. Because it's awesome.
For your safety, one's on board the Slinger vehicle.
All right, Web Slingers is pretty fun. I really enjoyed that, and I was surprised at how accurate the aiming was with the little pew-pews with your fingers, but that was cool.
As a Spider-Man fanboy, I loved it.
Hell yeah.
It was really fun, really cool. I love how you actually got to do Spider-Man web.
Yeah, that was neat.
That was unique. That was awesome. I loved it. I think I'll do it again as the line choice.
Yeah, I think that might be one of my new favorite like interactive type of dark rides.
Yeah, it was really good. I loved it.
All right, so we are having our dinner at the PYM Test Kitchen, which is pretty cool because the food is not the size it's supposed to be. So I got the Impossible Spoonful, which is basically a big old meatball and a bit of pasta. And you can see the pasta's really small, the meatball is really big, and then we get the tiniest fork ever. And then I also got the Proton Punch, which is lemonade, berry puree, and then I believe this pipette is filled with a grenadine flavor shot. It looks really yummy, so I'm excited to try both of these. No. There we go. Yes, Cody. Bite that giant taco. How are your meals?
Really good. I had the atomic melted cheese sandwich, really good. And what's this here? The Proton Punch, which is delightful.
By the way, for those of you that don't know, Disney does have a Giga, the Giga Taco.
Oh yes, yeah. That's the Disney Giga right there. Okay, we just got off of Grizzly River Run, which was so much fun.
It's so good. This is one of my favorite ones I've done. Like, I think it's up there with Thunder Candy and Dorney and the one in Silver Dollar.
Oh yes, that is easily my favorite river rafting ride right now. That was so much fun.
I agree.
That was so much fun.
But yeah, it had some really cool leaving elements, but it got you so wet. And even it had a big drop at the end too, and you actually spun quite a bit down the drop. We got some good forces there.
Yeah, going down the drop, we spun so much on that drop, it was nuts. This is definitely one of my favorite rapids ever. That was great.
No!
How much did you love Grizzly River Run?
No! Right now, Adventures with Parker is gonna get iced when we get home.
No.
Stay tuned for that.
No.
Yes,
That's not happening. Amanda, we're gonna do it again.
Since 1923, Walt Disney's ripples of laughter, wonder, and beauty have brought happiness to the world. He showed us how little ripples can become great waves. It just takes one. Would you be the one to start the motion, stand alone, stir the ocean, be the hand that reaches out to the unknown. You never know when it might touch, and soon it might be your last. Maybe there's a world that you can change. So start Maybe there's a world that you can change. So start
color was so good. This is a show I've been wanting to see for a very long time, and from what I understand, they just recently updated the show to make it World of Color 1. I don't know how it was different before, but I loved it. I mean, those fountains are so impressive, and the quality of the water screens is really good. Sometimes you get water screens where you're like, well, what is that? What am I looking at? I felt like things were pretty clear for the most part on this one. And I like the sequences that they used. I mean, I especially love the sequences with Marvel, Star Wars, the Moana section. Love that so much. Some IP choices were a little weird, but I think it was effective for the most part. So yeah, I'm glad that I finally got to see that. This is one of my top priorities for today, so I'm glad that I made that work out. A lot of my other friends had gone back to the hotel already. I decided to stay, and it was so worth it. But now I'm going over to find Burke because I think he's marathoning Incredicoaster. He's taking advantage of that single rider line, and I'm going to join him, and I'll probably be marathoning that for the rest of the night.
Face forward, hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Bienvenidos al Incredicoaster. Para su seguridad, les pedimos que mantengan la atención establecida.
Let's go!
Let's
ride Incredible Coaster!
All right, and that is going to do it for our visit to Disney's California Adventure. Overall, we had a really good visit here, and honestly, I thought it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I know we always expect a certain level of quality when it comes to a Disney park, but for some reason I had in my head that it was going to be quite a bit weaker than the others, but no, it definitely matches the same level as all of the other Disney parks that I've experienced so far. I mean, yeah, there's a few rides that come across as off the shelf and maybe not hitting the same quality as some of the other things that you might find. For example, like Goofy's Sky School, that's just a basic wild mouse that you can find anywhere. But everything else was top notch, like Radiator Springs Racers, Incredicoaster, and Web Slingers. They were all really big standouts. And the food, oh my god, this park is such an amazing place for food. I mean, other than Knott's, this is one of my favorite food parks of the trip. I guess, if anything, the only worry that I have with this park is in its future because, I mean, yeah, they're bringing a lot of really cool attractions to this place, but they are starting to turn away from that original concept of it being a park that celebrates California. And I really like it when parks have a really complete and cohesive theme. You know, you think of Epcot, it's kind of like a World's Fair. Animal Kingdom, it's all about conservation. And California Adventure had that sort of unifying concept, but now with Marvel's Avengers Campus and then looking towards the future, they're looking at adding an Avatar land to the park. It's just getting away from that. And I don't know, it's hard because I'm excited for those additions, but again, it just kind of takes away from that original concept. Nevertheless, the visit that I had was amazing. The park is great, so if you are planning a trip out to Disneyland Resort, definitely don't skip on the second gate. It is worth a visit. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more adventures from theme parks, attractions, and beyond, including more of my California adventure, then you definitely want to become a subscriber. Also, be sure to hit that notification icon so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. You can also find me on social media. I'm at ADBParker on Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky, and at Adventures with Parker on TikTok and Facebook. As always, big shout out to my Patreon members. We're going above and beyond in your support of the channel. And if you'd like to help support the channel with a monthly donation for as little as $1 a month in exchange for some sweet perks and bonus content, including my Patreon exclusive series, Theme Park Kitchen, where you can see Mike and I creating those tacos that we had today, then you should head on over to patreon.com/ADBParker to learn about all of the different tiers that I have available. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, the adventures are calling. Bye! But also, I'm not gonna lie, my hair's awful.